Wasted. Alright, so did it, boys and gals and theys and thems. Finally reached 500 on this channel and reached this new year, 2022. And it's been like a few months since I did a collection channel, and since then, collection video. And since I recently got like a nicer job, I was able to expand my collection, but so it was kind of liquid for a little bit. So this collection is actually about to change very soon. But anyways, I'm battling sunlight right now to get like a nice color. So let's just jump into it. All right, got my branding, so everyone knows what shit to buy. All right. First, no particular order. This is my Bradley Kimura. This is a Baron Sons. This is actually not that great of a flipper. It used to have carbon fiber scales, but I do really like the leaf blade shape. And I mostly keep it because this was my first balisong I brought on tour. So it has sentimental value to me. And yeah, I really love that blade shape. Okay. All right, next is Squiddy. Bought a blemish sale. Pretty fun flipper. Honestly, there's a lot better stuff trainer-wise you can get now for cheaper, but Squid Industries is a great company. And also, it's like the least threatening thing you can carry around and flip. I believe you are able to bring it to the airport, so that's cool. Next is Maxace Serpent Striker 2. I do have the blade for this, however, I like to keep it as a trainer because I want to have at least one trainer in my collection. I honestly prefer trainers to be on bearings, because it is like a lot faster to, like bearings are a lot smoother and a little bit more unpredictable. So having that little bit of unpredictability in my trainer, just I feel like it personally helps me with my reflexes a little bit more. This is a little bit, I originally liked this one because it was heavier than a squid trainer, but now I'm getting used to lighter knives because of, well, you'll see. So this is on the heavier side for me now, so I am trying to get another trainer that is on the lighter side. Yeah. Now we're gonna ignore these sharp boys for now because y'all like the spinny stuff. Alright, so on to my more of the high-end stuff. Well, first of all, we got a Kraken clone. I mostly keep this clone as a reminder of why why I spend so much money on other knives, because this is honestly the best clone you can get, in my opinion, for the price. It flips very well and all that, but sometimes you kind of have to keep a reminder of why you just don't buy clones all the time. Like, this is the best it's gonna get, honestly. All right. And alright, my Ghost Basilisk from Home Design. I made a whole bunch of videos on this thing. I feel like I get my most, whatever. I'm beating this thing anyways. My whiniest videos out of this. But also I get really good flows, especially with the G10 spacers. Every other day I love and hate how this knife looks and flips. So it's honestly a really great knife. We had a rocky start, but I don't think I'm letting go of this, especially since now it's getting kind of marked up. See? Yep, it's fine. It's not it getting beat is not looking as good as my Alpha Beast getting beat, but I mean, it's when you're beating a beautiful knife, it's kind of like when you're growing out your hair. Like 1 week it'll look good, like the length of your hair looks great, and then next week it looks bad, and then the week after that it looks good again. So it's gonna take some time. I'm not trying to just throw this directly, like, you know, at a wall, but definitely not trying to take care of it as much, especially considering the beginning of owning this knife, how stressful it was, and how I inevitably like kind of fucked it up right away. But love this knife, mostly because of how you know, my journey with it so far. And of course, Kraken. Come on. No fucking one-handed shit. Weirdly enough, even though this is made out of aluminum, and this is one of my cheaper high-end stuff, I baby this knife. Mostly because it is aluminum. I really like the way it looks. For some reason, if something's like titanium, I'm more likely to beat it. Because it can kind of stand, it can kind of take a beating more. So this, I actually only really flip intensely over carpet, but this thing is really fun to flip. It's pretty easy to flip. I wouldn't say this is my favorite flipper. It is the easiest thing to flip, but it's not necessarily my favorite. Because, well, for flipping, yes. But as a knife, you know, it's made out of aluminum. It kind of feels like I wouldn't really take this to work, you know. Even though I'm pretty sure it could cut things. I wouldn't take this to work just because I don't want to, right now at its condition, I want to keep it as nice as possible. Then we got my Alpha Beast. Alpha Beast 3.0 Alt. With now 2 Kuski brass barrels, and has a little bit of flame ammo on the bite handle. I have thought about selling this knife multiple times, but it's to a point where it's like it's mine. It's beaten in a way that I think it looks gorgeous, and I just want to beat it some more. You know. It still flips really well compared to all the other stuff I've been flipping, and it's just the straight up just titanium scales, or, you know, titanium handles. It just feels like a tank. Like this could be in a car bombing, and it'll still flip perfectly. And it's also my prettiest sounding knife. When it's oiled, it just sings. And let's see, we got my home Chimera. I already did a video on this. This is pretty much the grail of my collection. It flips really well. It flips differently. I will say that it's not that you can't do certain tricks with it. It's just like you don't. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's more of like this feels nice thing than actually trying to get technical. You know, people flip for different reasons. Some people be as technical as possible. Some people be as ballsy as possible. This is a very personal. This knife feels more of a personal thing, you know, like reminds me that sometimes I just want to flip for myself to feel good. Oh yeah, look at that. I wonder if this is getting the sunset? I gotta keep clicking on that. There we go. That's looking nice. Yeah. And finally, I got my most recent acquisition is the Maxace Covenant 2. Oh, this is one of the prettiest butterfly knives I ever came across. Just the blade, the carbon fiber inserts, and it feels great to flip. It is like a little handle heavy, but honestly, Like, this is a great knife. It is bearings, which I do prefer bushings, but it's so smooth. But yeah, no. If you could get a hold of this, you should. So yeah, that's my collection so far. Like I said earlier, my collection lately has been growing, but recently, due to some life stuff, actually I like that. I like the lower light. Yeah, it looks a little bit more like an alley deal, like a back alley deal. Let's mess with that a little bit. That's fine. There we go. But yeah, no, so this is my collection of sharp toys I managed to acquire on my stint on this dying planet so far. Yeah. I live a very irresponsible life. But so like I pretty much just have to worry about keeping my very low cost of living and making sure me and my girl don't get kicked out of the poorhouse. So I've been able to acquire all these through mostly trading and saving money and like other deals. However, due to things happening in my life, I'm probably gonna have to sell one of these gals. Let me get them all out so they're all like looking, a thumbnail and shit. It's got a thumbnail of these ladies. And yeah, so come on. Come on, let's get them all out here. So yeah, I pretty much I do have to sell one of these soon. And you know what? Let's make it a fun game. Let's make it a super fun game. Which one of my flippy knives is gonna be on the chopping block? I'll give you a hint. I am trying to procure enough money for another thing. It is related to the channel. It is not another knife. But so yeah. Oh yeah, tune in next week for I guess the equivalent exchange I'm gonna have to do. And who am I throwing to the wolves for more money? All right. Yeah, it's gonna be the Covenant. This is definitely it's weird because this has been a grail of mine for years. This is definitely one of the most beautiful blades I've ever got to hold, and it actually flips pretty decent. It is a little handle heavy, but it's not unflippable. I could pretty much do almost every trick that I want to do. Just I gotta adjust a little bit, but that's the thing, is that this is too beautiful for me. Like, I in case you haven't noticed, I like to beat my knives. I like to make videos with them. I like to drop them on things, and a lot of them get prettier and prettier the more I beat them. And especially when it comes to flipping something that is a grail, because grails are subjective. All these were pretty much grails at some point, and it crossed the line of, like, especially this one. This one crossed the line pretty quickly into beater, mostly because of the state it was in when I got it, and the process I did to kind of restore it. So this has like been my toxic bay, which everyone needs one of those. But yeah, so this has, while it's super gorgeous and and it flips pretty okay, I just didn't cross that. I haven't flipped it enough and dropped it enough to where I'm like, okay, I can't really sell this. This is this has been the story of almost every let me see the coloring there. That looks cool. Oh, I just hate the autofocus on this thing. There we go. Whatever. That has been like the story of almost every knife I've sold, was that I liked it, because it's a balisong, but it didn't have a permanent spot in my collection because I didn't flip it enough to where I start dropping it all the time. And I don't know, it's weird because I feel like damaging it is a form of love. Like, it's mine, you know? It's like, I don't like borrowing a balisong and returning it like it's a library book or something, you know? All the books I own, I dog ear, I fold, I throw around or beaten up. Then if it's someone else's, like if I'm borrowing somebody's book or something, or a book from the library, I like try my best not to damage it. And I feel like when you're handling like a balisong is a couple hundred bucks, you know, you baby it a lot. But then after a while, other things start catching up, you know, like bills, or like right now I'm trying to buy. Let me try to get this lighting here. Sorry, I'm trying to experiment with this camera too. There we go. Yeah, keep it like that. Yeah, there we go. You know, like I have other hobbies besides knife collecting, and I don't know, like I just got to perform some equivalent exchange, and then and it's gonna be something related to the channel. So you know, you guys can guess what it is. It's not another knife. Even though I do have, I think 2 other knives coming. But yeah, this is the thing, it was too pretty and too expensive for me to just not like, and then to not flip and just have, you know? Like, I'm trying to just have nice things. I actually use all the things I have, you know? And I'm not just trying to hoard shit. So, yeah. Well, I like this. This is going to be hitting the hashtag balisong sale and some Facebook groups soon, so keep your eyes out on that. Or if not, I will pretty much probably post it before I post this. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thanks again for 500 subscribers. Yeah, I know my battery's dying. Jeez. And yeah, be on the lookout for the whatever new thing I'm going to get for this channel. And it'll be pretty obvious what it is, so y'all stay sharp.